Hey guys, Cheesette Cowan, CEO coach, and I came to answer a pivotal question that somebody emailed. What are the 3 biggest mistakes that I see realtors make? And hands down, the first one is thinking like an employee. Oh my gosh, that's one thing that I think it's hard to recover from. When we come into this entrepreneurial journey, we don't really ever get acclimated to being a business owner. Sometimes until years later, we're still thinking like an employee. There is no, I remember when I went to college, they had orientation of college and they kind of helped you understand what it meant to be a college freshman. We have orientation like that in our coaching program and in our coaching program at KW New Tampa. But what I noticed is it's hard to make that shift from employee to business owner because you're so used to somebody telling you what to do that you don't realize that now you are the shot caller. I have so many people ask me, can I do this? Can I do that? I'm like, it's your business. You can do whatever you want as long as it's legal and ethical. But you don't have to ask for permission. This is your business. You have the ability to build your dream business, your dream life. What is that vision on the inside of you? Because what's going to happen is an employee is sitting around waiting for somebody to give them permission. They're asking their supervisor, can I implement this? Can I do this? Can I do that? An employer is like, this is what we're doing. Alert the others. Do this, that, and the third. See, this is what I'm talking about, making the transition to CEO, because even when it comes to working with buyers, just something very simple as working with buyers. A lot of people will say, well, how can I do a buyer's consultation if the buyer is in another state? How do you want to do it? Well, can we do it by Zoom? Do you want to do it by Zoom? Do you want to do it by FaceTime? Do you want to do it by phone? Do you want to do it by email? You own the business. You call the shots. You tell me how you want to do it, and then I'm going to tell you the best way to accomplish what you want to accomplish. I'm not going to, as a coach, I'm never going to say that you have to do it like this. I'm going to empower you first to be the CEO of your business and make the decision. Once you make the decision, I'm going to help you put in the structure to realize that decision. But I'm never going to make the decision for you. But that is the biggest mistake that I see agents make. I see agents, they're 3 years in and they're still asking for permission. Don't do it. You own the business. The best thing I did, my mentor had me do at the time, and he was my coach as well, is LLC. So Cheesette Cowan LLC is my real estate sales business, right? So when he had me do that, I immediately, when we were registering it, and I sent it to the DBPR, they changed my license over from Cheesette Cowan to Cheesette Cowan LLC. I was like, oh, I'm a whole business owner. I own this. I run this, I do this, and I owned it from day one. So I think not making the shift from employer to entrepreneur stops you from owning it. The second thing is spending money on things that you don't need to spend money on because you don't want to do the work. A lot of people want to buy leads. That's the first thing. First of all, a lead is just a name and a number. Again, I always tell people I sell leads. I'm like, don't buy them until you have practiced your scripts. When you practice and you know what to say, when you get on the phone with a lead that you've paid for, you can convert them and get a return on your investment. If you don't know what to say, meaning you're brand spanking new in the industry, you day one in here and you want to buy leads, what are you going to say to them when you get them on the phone? You don't know. So don't spend money on them until you had to practice conversations. And here's the thing, don't spend money on anything that you haven't made and that you're not aware of how to bring profit from. So for example, I can't spend money on leads as a new agent because I don't know how to profit from them yet. I got to understand more about the industry so that when I spend money, it profits. Every time you spend money, you got to hold it accountable to bring back a profit. I don't spend money, I invest. There's a difference. Everything I'm investing in is supposed to have a return. But if I just spend it without earmarking it as an investment and looking at it as an investment, as a mindset, because I'm expecting it to come back. I'm not putting it out there just because I don't want to do the work. So that's another thing that I see a lot of agents make, mistake that I see a lot of agents make. Don't spend money prematurely. Do everything you can to bring your business as far as you can without it. And then now use the money to bring your business to the next level, right? This one is my favorite. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite. Then I should have made this number one. They don't want to follow systems and models. They don't want to follow systems and models. Everybody comes into this business thinking they're smarter than they are. I have people like, I don't like to cold call. I'm like, have you cold called before? You worked in an industry? No, I've never done it, but I know it's not me. How do you know that? Well, I just know I don't feel comfortable doing that. Okay, hold a pin right there. The research shows us, and Gary Keller, if you realize that Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, it's not a Keller Williams book. It's him interviewing agents who are producing $100 million and more in real estate. They all cold call. So here's what this looks like when people say that. I've never made any money in real estate. I'm brand spanking new. I don't know much, but I don't think cold calling works. So the guy that made $100 million created 32 sales teams in 10 different states and is on the New York Times bestsellers list as a self-made billionaire. He says cold call. He's wrong. I'm right. People have done this before you. They're smarter than you. Follow their path. Do what they tell you to do. That's what a system and a model is. It's just somebody has already done it and they're laying out the blueprint for you to do it. It doesn't mean that you have to always do it that way. When you start, though, the quickest way to make it across a landmine is to walk in the path of those that have walked before you. You don't want to chart your own course when you're starting something new. You want to go into something with systems and models. That's why I came to KW, because period, point blank, I already understood business before I came here. I knew that. What I did not know was real estate. I came in and I just tapped into the systems and models. And then at about year 3 or 4, I started to put my spin on it. So what happens is we come at the front with our own spin. For the first 2 years, 3 years, I just did it by the book. And then when I got my little couple $100,000, I said, okay, now I'm gonna put my sauce on it. Your sauce is great. We need that, but we don't need it at day one. Learn how to get your funds secured in the traditional way or following the models and paths of people that have gone before you. And then now, I told you in previous videos, you're always going to reach a ceiling of achievement. When you reach that ceiling of achievement, that's when you throw your sauce on there and you make it a lot better. And that's what helps you break through and get to the next level. You got to follow systems and models. I don't want to talk about what you think works. How about you interview people that have done it, that they know it works, and you do what they done. This is the same thing we tell our kids. If you're a parent, if you're not, but with your kids, it's like, I've been there before. I've done that before. But you know different? Like, I was talking to my kid this morning and she's like, well, I know that doesn't work. I'm like, how? I've done it before. Have you? She's like, no, but I just know. You don't know. And this is why one of the reasons that I always mix the Bible in with my coaching, because the Bible says there's only 3 things in this world: the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, and the pride of life. The pride of life is that thing that makes you say, I know. I don't need to do that. I know how it works. This works better. You can't tell, nobody can tell you anything. So what happens with agents, they end up coming into the business, and I see it all the time. They spend a year trying to do it their way. They change brokerages, and then they finally use the system. And it's like, you could have had that success last year if you would have just followed the system. I don't see, for me, I think that systems and models are the upper echelon of real estate. That's why I came to KW. But I know that every company has systems and models. It's will you follow them, right? It's will you follow them? And are those systems and models work? Do they align with you? So I know that all other brokerages probably have great systems and models. I came to KW because our value system is God, family, and business. That aligns with me. Our value system is you have to grow into your business, and your business grows to the extent that you do. So it's always personally driven toward my personal growth and development. That just aligns with my life. But when I made the decision to be here, I came in and I tapped right into the systems and models. I didn't try to figure out and do it my own way. Once I learned the systems model and I learned how to implement them to my business, then I said, okay, let me flex on them a little bit and let me add some of this with it, add some of that with it. And we took it to the next level. But this is a problem for agents. Coaching will help you avoid that. Hands down, coaching will help you avoid that. I had great coaching and I listened to everything he said. Everything my coach told me, I did to the 9s. He told me to have a profit and loss statement. I didn't know what a profit and loss statement was. I didn't even know why I needed to have one, but I got one. He told me to get a bookkeeper. Didn't know why I needed that. Got one. He told me to incorporate my business. Got that. So what I'm saying is all of the things that I have experienced success-wise in real estate, I've been taught by great coaches, I've been taught by great mentors, and I've learned the systems and models that we teach at KW, and I'm sure that they're teaching at whatever brokerage. It's, are you following them? Are you following the systems and models that you're being given? Or are you looking at it saying, I know more, I know better, I can work it different, it doesn't take all that, I don't need to talk to people. Real estate is a sales game. It's a numbers game. You got to talk to people. You got to talk to people. There's no way you're going to be successful in this industry if you don't like talking to people. The people that make a lot of money in real estate have the best relationships because they have mastered working with and talking to people. So listen, this is an opportunity for you right now. If you're listening to this, I believe that you know it's time to take your business to the next level. And I want to invite you to click on that one-on-one link. At least come get the consultation. You don't know what's on the other side of it. If you're at this place where you're kind of at a standstill and making mistakes and tired of it and want to kind of grow quickly, I'd love to help.